Hello guys, welcome back to the Red Devil Stand with all the latest Manchester United news and transfer news. Well, we'll get into something that came out last night. There was something really very scary going on that we are going to pull out from the Onana deal that's been circulating in the British media outlets. But I really hope so. That is not the case. I do hope so, because believe me or not, the news that's been coming out regarding Andre Onana, I really don't think that all the journalists were, speaking out of fluke. So I really don't think that, especially journalists like, Fabrizio Romano. So I guess that, that will happen. As we all know that it was today or yesterday, as Fabrizio Romano has mentioned quite a few days ago, that the deal may happen. We can get a green light, in this week, Wednesday or Thursday. So today is Thursday. And I'm really hoping that we get some updates, some positive updates regarding Andre Onana. But there were also some quotations came out after the last match yesterday from Erik ten Hag himself. I don't want to get into that though. He said that, of course, goalkeeper is a key position, but I am happy with the players we have now. Ten Hag, when asked about transfer targets like Onana, so that was his answer when he was asked about the goalkeeping situation and about Andre Onana. He said that, of course, goalkeeper is a key position, but I'm happy with the squad. And the news that was circulating late last night, was that, Dean Henderson could be our number one goalkeeper in the coming season. And as we all know, that he doesn't want to play for the club. And second point, if Dean Henderson was our target to be the first team goalkeeper, or if we weren't going to get a player like Andre Onana, I am pretty sure there is not a chance that Ten Hag would have, let go of David De Gea. So I'm pretty sure, we will, find a leeway and we will make happen that deal regarding Andre Onana. I know there is a lot of talks going on between Manchester United and Inter Milan regarding the fees, as we all know that they want around 55 to 60 million. Whereas we want to pay 50 at the very most with add-ons included. So there is that, discussion regarding the price tag of Andre Onana, but I'm pretty sure that we will reach a conclusion. And I do hope that we reach the conclusion fast, so that, Erik ten Hag gets Andre Onana in our US tours. As we all know, in the last season as well, he only got Tyrell Malacia in our tour matches, man. So in this season we have got Mason Mount though, but still it is not enough. It is absolutely not enough, man. And we are already seeing, Ten Hag kind of defending the situation, because obviously he can't go out and just say, no, we need a lot of players. Our owners aren't giving us any money. We are in a, debt pool situation. We are knee deep in, debt. So I can't get out and get the players we want. I do not want to, let those guys play in my squad and all that stuff. He just can't go out and say those things. So obviously he will defend his squad. He will absolutely defend his squad. See, that is the thing that I was trying to talk to you yesterday, man. Please, the thing is that it's not our fault or your fault or anybody's fault to think that Maino can be a backup of Casemiro. That Hannibal can be a backup to maybe Casemiro or Bruno or someone like that. It is not that we are in the fault to think that way. Believe me or not, but that is exactly the thing the Glazers wants us to think. And believe me or not, if we were that good, or anybody, if going for academy was a greater option than going out and buying players, and why aren't Manchester City doing that? Why aren't teams like Arsenal doing that? Why do they have to go out and pay 100 plus million for a player in that defensive mid position? They could have easily gone out and gotten their academy players, or maybe bought some of our academy players. If they're that good, why aren't they doing that, right? Because believe me or not, the thing that I have said yesterday, it was, our academy players played well against a relegated Leeds side, man. We have to remember that. That is the key part. We won. Our academy players, shown some really great talents, shown some really good vibes. But keeping all that aside, the win was against a relegated Leeds side, man. It wasn't like that they got the win against the first team Manchester City. Believe me or not, if you put guys like, Emeron or Mainu or Hannibal or someone like that against a Manchester City side or against the Arsenal side, against the Chelsea Liverpool side, they will get butchered on the field, man. They will get butchered on the field. The last year we lost 7-0, we would have lost 17, maybe 20-0, I guess. So yeah, it is the scenario. You know that and I know that. No matter how good they have performed, it will not be the case when it comes to the teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, whoever you say. Those players would not be enough. We take these things lightly and compare players like Maino to Casemiro. It will not happen, man. When Kevin De Bruyne, when Maino will face Kevin De Bruyne, he will be in his pocket, man. I know it maybe some of you getting hurt, that these kinds of words are coming out of my mouth, but believe me, man, that is exactly what the Glazers want you to think. That yeah, we have a great academy squad, so we can use that. Why go out and buy new players, And you know what? How they treat the academy players? They treat them like a herd of sheep, man. It's like a farm. We are farming players. The players we don't need, we still sell them in cheap prices, as we have seen have been happened for the past few years. We have let go of Garner. We have let go of players like Zidane Iqbal for 1 million, for a mere 1 million. We lost Iqbal on 1 million, man. Let that sink in. And the few players that can play well, yeah, let's get into them. Let's get them into the squad and save us some money. So it's all about the money. Either sell those academy players so they can get some money, or either, let the academy players play in the squad so they can save some money. That is the exact point of, the Glazers. Believe me or not, guys. And there was also a quotation from Erik ten Hag as well that, see, this is important. This is really very important. This is the moment in the season when you have time to train with your team. So I'm looking forward to Saturday and all the internationals coming in, and then you can really add sense to the squad, the team and the way of playing. He is saying, yeah, obviously he has to be diplomatic. He has to be a bit political if he wants to stay at Manchester United, as we have seen over and over again that all of our ex-managers had been political. The only one who wasn't, it was Jose Mourinho, who came out and blasted the Glazers. And what happened next? He got sacked. He got sacked, man. So yeah, obviously Erik ten Hag just come out and say that yeah, the Glazers are shit. I want a new ownership so that I can go out and buy players. No, obviously he can't say that. He cannot say that, but he is giving the hint. See the first line. This is the moment in the season when you have time to train with your team. Exactly, man. How many times I have said that this is the exact moment. We need players in the preseason so that he can try out all the scenarios he has in his mind. We all know that we are going to change our gameplay. Erik ten Hag has a vision. He has a process. He have always been saying that the process has started, but it will take time. As we have seen in the first half of our yesterday's game as well, that how higher up the pitch we were trying to play. But it was possible, playing higher up the pitch because we were playing against Leeds. It wasn't like we were playing against a team like Bayern Munich or Manchester City or Liverpool. No, it wasn't the case. We have got how many counter-attacks they have made in the first half? 2 or 3, I guess. Do you really think that if those counter-attacks were made by teams like Manchester City or Liverpool or Chelsea or Arsenal, they would have missed those goals? We would have easily conceded, man. We would have easily conceded a few goals at the very least in the first half. They couldn't score a goal because it was Leeds. And Leeds was shit. They were shit for the whole year past year. So yeah, we won against them. I'm not taking the credit out of the academy players, but we can't expect them to put out that performance and bring that result when it comes to teams like Manchester City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea, man. That won't happen. Please do keep that in mind that will not happen. There is a process. There is always a process. There is a reason that there is a process in place to put the academy players in the first team squad. You just can't, take them out of academy and put them in the first team squad and expect them to do miracle. It doesn't work that way. It absolutely does not work that way. So yeah, man, I really hope that we will get Andre Onana in time in this week at the very least, because I know that Fabrizio Romano have said that that it would be Wednesday or Thursday, but if you ask me, man, I really don't think that it is going to happen today at the very least, but it may happen in this week or weekend. I guess in this weekend it can happen. We can get an announcement that the here we go situation. I really hope so, man. I badly hope so, because I do not want to see Henderson as our first team goalkeeper, especially after letting go of David De Gea, man. So that would be, that would be ridiculous to even, it is ridiculous to even say it out loud, man. So yeah, so we need to start buying players, and you know what? We have already played one match. We are going to play another match in the coming week, Wednesday. So there will be 2 matches. We are in the preseason time period, and we haven't had a striker. And there is a huge probability that we will be going in the US tour without a striker as well. We do not have a number 9. You can say that Rashford can play that role, but you can't rely on just one player to do that job, especially when it is not his natural position. We all know that just Rashford is a left winger. Yeah, he can score some goals here and there when he's playing as a striker, but I do not want him as a striker, because I want that link up that that he got with Luke Shaw. So if he plays as a striker, it will just destroy that link up, man. And he is not. I do not want to see Rashford as a striker, man. Even if we can't get players like Kane or Victor Osimhen, we should at least sign Haaland in time. And see, the thing is that I guess it could happen. I am being optimistic here. I won't lie to you that there are some news coming out. No, it is not like that. It is just me getting optimistic that it could happen, that there is a thin probability that Manchester United could sign Haaland before we go to tour matches. And the only thing that that put me in that thought process is that we haven't seen Henderson play. We haven't seen Fred play. So yeah, those are the players we are looking to sell. So you do not want those players to get injured before the deal is done. So yeah, if Henderson may be not that fit, but Fred was fit. Fred was totally fit. So why haven't we seen Fred over their match, right? Right, guys? So yeah, I think that they are looking to sell those players. So if we can sell those players in time, we may just have the budget to go out and buy Haaland. As we have already discussed, that PSG have shown some interest. PSG have shown some interest in Haaland. So I do not want that Haaland deal to be like that Kim Min-jae deal, that at some point PSG comes in and snatch away the deal from us. It can happen. I'm not saying that it will happen, but it has the probability to happen that way, man. So we need to move fast in the transfer market, because we cannot let our manager let down especially after the season he just had. What he pulled out was absolutely magic. It was a magic. Our last season was magical, man. I would say, I know that we haven't done, the way we haven't won the Premier League. We haven't won the Champions. We weren't even in the Champions League. So yeah, I know there is a lot of way to go. So does Erik ten Hag knows that. That yes, there is a huge gap between a squad like us and squad like Arsenal or maybe Manchester City. So yeah, man, it will take time. But but in the meantime, we should try. Our club should try as much as possible to to shorten that time, to shorten that length of period of time of that process, so that we can move fast. Maybe not this year, but maybe in the next year, in the year after this, we can be able to fight for the title race. But the way we are going, it is not going to happen. It is absolutely not going to happen. If our club lets down Erik ten Hag this season by not finding the players, what he have, as his second choice or third choice even, it is shambolic, man. It is absolutely ridiculous, man, to have that way when he have done such a wonderful job in the last year. I really don't know, believe me or not, guys, I really don't know what to think of this man anymore. Seriously, the thing they have said that, then you can really add sense to the squad, the team, and the way of playing. You can see what he have said that you will. It's a future tense, right? So he isn't sensing some sensible gameplay from this current squad. He is hinting that, yeah, he needs players, but he just can't come out and say, yeah, the Glazers are shit and they're not giving me any money to buy players. No, he just can't do that. It doesn't work that way. Not everybody is Ronaldo and going out, an interview and smashing everyone out. You can't just do that. And as I've said earlier, a manager who have been ruthless to a player like Ronaldo, a club legend, a football legend, whatever you say, he got rid of him, right? He got rid of our another club legend, David De Gea. So the man, the person who is as ruthless so that he can go out and, let go of players like Ronaldo and David De Gea, and you are telling me our clubs, is trying to convince us that he wants Harry Maguire in his team, that he wants Scott McTominay in his team, that he wants Martial in his team, that he wants Van de Beek or players like Eric Bailly, Alex Telles, Brendan Williams, Elenga in his team. No, absolutely not. If he can be ruthless to those guys, I'm pretty sure he will show no mercy to these other guys I have just named. But he can't do anything because our club aren't selling them. We haven't sold. How much time it has passed, right? At least 3 or 4 weeks that we have been slapped with that financial fair play thing. And what is the only solution to that financial fair play thing? That if we are able to sell our players, we can accumulate a budget, and that budget could be used in this summer transfer market. But how many players we have sold until then? None. Zero. A big fucking zero. So yeah, man. Believe me, when you guys were saying that this player is ready for our first team squad, that player is ready for our first team squad, I am not blaming you. But that is exactly what the Glazers wants you to think, so that they can save some bucks, so they can rob our club a little bit more, even $1 million or 2, they will do that. Believe me or not, guys. It doesn't matter how many billions they have already snatched from us, they will do that same thing, even if it is for as small as the amount of 1 million. They will do that. So yeah, guys, let's not kid with ourselves that a squad that is as young as 17, 18, 19 years old could do a job in our first team. It will not happen. I'm not saying that Mainu has not the ability to be a Casemiro backup. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, this is not the right time to do that. If Erik ten Hag wants Mainu to be Casemiro's backup, at some point, he will come into the squad, gradually. The way we have seen with Garnacho. It's not like that Garnacho, bam, he just came into our squad and started, and Rashford was gone, and Sancho was gone, and the Garnacho was the only player we have been seeing in the past year. No, it doesn't happen that way. You cannot put out a player from the academy and put him in your first team squad and expect him to, play magnificent, play a really good football. No, it doesn't work that way. So even if we want Mainu as the Casemiro backup, we will have to give him a year or 2. Or maybe more than that. He's a really young lad. And we know that how competitive English Premier League can get. So anyway, guys, I really don't know what to say anymore about this kind of news. Believe me, man, it's heartbreaking. I do hope that we will go out and get Andre Onana. I do hope that if it happens today, we will be out of the world. But anyway, I do hope that it happens at least in this week. At the very least, we should secure Andre Onana in this week, because we all know how slow our club works. If we spend any more time than that, we won't be able to get Andre Onana in time, and he won't be available in our US tour matches. So anyway, guys, I do hope that we will get some news in the night session as well. I will be live at that 11 p.m. night show. We will have our 11 p.m. night show. I hope that you guys could join me. So anyway, guys, kudos to you guys. We'll see you in the next video. And you know what? Bye. Take care. And I do hope that, we will get some good news when we will be having our, our night session. So yeah, man. Anyway, guys, we'll see you in the 11 p.m. show. Take care, guys. See you there.